Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the iPhone 17 and compare it against the Samsung Galaxy S10 and see how both of these phones basically compare against each other. Now, these might be random phones to compare, but in a lot of ways, the iPhone 17 reminds me of a Galaxy S10, and I do think they're very interesting phones to look at. There's 6 years of difference between these two, so let's go and see what the differences are. Now, if you want to pick up some phones, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both, the Samsung Galaxy S10 came out back in 2019. It's a 6-year-old phone now, so keep that in mind. On the front side of the Galaxy S10, it's giving you a 6.1-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It's an older phone, but the panel itself still holds up quite well. It's 1440p hole punch display, and just from a viewing standpoint, like if I'm just looking at these phones and I kind of glance away, the Galaxy S10 looks more like a modern phone than the iPhone 17. The curved sides, the little bit of bezel on the top and bottom, but that hole punch display, that's a beautiful looking phone. The iPhone 17 is giving you that dynamic island display. So this one is giving you a slightly bigger 6.3-inch display. It's an LTPO display, which is much nicer, but there's way more advantages for something like a Galaxy S10. For an iPhone 17. It's giving you 3000 nits of peak brightness and 120 Hz display. So it's a brighter, better panel with 120 Hz. That one's better, but the S10 still holds up quite well. USB-C on the bottom. The Galaxy S10 has the headphone jack and expandable storage inside, so a micro SD card slot. Those things are kind of crazy to have inside of a device too. So if I'm about to go through and pick up a device, those things in and of itself are very, very crazy things to have right then and there. Now, on the back side, you do get the camera setups. The Galaxy S10 has that triple camera setup, so it's a wide telephoto ultra-wide camera. The iPhone 17 is giving you a dual camera setup. All in all, you get 4K at 60 on the front and the back. The Galaxy S10 you might think is significantly better because of that telephoto lens, but honestly they kind of have similar type of features built throughout. I would say the iPhone 17's camera is more optimized and looks much better in photo and video. You get dual capture mode, which is awesome, and you get center stage capability inside of that type of device too, which I think overall are two super cool features to have. The Galaxy S10 misses out on both of those, so I would definitely say the iPhone 17 definitely wins when it comes down to that particular side. The iPhone 17 wins. Now, when it comes down to software longevity, this is the biggest problem with the Samsung Galaxy S10. The S10 is already done getting software support, so that phone isn't really getting any more software updates. And that is basically the biggest problem. If you're picking up a phone, you don't want to go through and buy a device that's already done getting software updates. That just makes that phone that much more boring. The iPhone 17 stands out so much better from that particular way because it is going to be giving you significantly better type of experience from that particular situation. So if I'm about to go through and pick up a device, that is going to be a really awesome thing to keep in mind there. Whereas something like the Galaxy S10 is already done getting software support. There's not a big point of picking up that type of device. And even when it comes down to the performance, the Galaxy S10 is giving you that Snapdragon 855 chipset with 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. The iPhone 17 is giving you the A19 chipset with 8 gigs of RAM. You might think the performance is similar because of the amount of RAM and all that stuff, but the iPhone 17 is definitely a much faster performing phone. Apps and everything are going to load up faster. The actual performance and power capability behind those phones is going to be significantly better on the iPhone 17. But also with the iPhone 17, this phone is just going to be giving you so much more capability, especially with that ProMotion display. Those are very nice things to have. The Galaxy S10 on the other hand, not so much. That's going to be a phone that's already going to be showing its age a little bit. And I feel like that right there is going to be kind of a problem when it kind of comes down to it. So, in my personal opinion, what I can definitely tell you is that it doesn't really make a lot of sense to go through and buy a phone like a Samsung Galaxy S10 anymore. That phone is already kind of outdated, and it definitely makes a lot more sense to go through and buy something like an iPhone 17. So if you have the option of doing so, I definitely would say an iPhone 17 makes a lot more sense to buy. If you want to get a phone in between, you can buy something like a Galaxy S23 or an iPhone 14 Pro, 15 Pro. Those phones will also be very, very good phones to buy. They're not going to be brand new, but they're still going to be very good types of phones to buy too. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.
Thank you.